What's going on, guys? Hades here, and today I am bringing you a backrooms video. It's a game called Dreamcore, which I believe has been out since the start of 2025, so it's been around for a little while. I couldn't pass up the opportunity to play this game, so let's get straight into it. Oh wow, so he's adding levels, unlocks 2026. Okay, well, we're just going to start with the Dreampools. Oof. Well, there we are, no clipping at reality. Dreampools. Alright, coming to focus. And yes, the VHS effect is actually in-game, not me. Just so you know. Nothing to do with me. I can turn it off, but it warns that it's part of the experience. So it's obviously ideal to leave that on. Okay. Well, welcome everyone to Dreamcore, I guess. This is as I said before, a backrooms experience. Flashlight needed here. You don't have a flashlight. Oh well, bugger me, I guess. Oh well. Wandering through the water we go. See, this is like, wow. So, the way I always like describing the backrooms or liminal spaces is like a fever dream. So films like Labyrinth, which is probably going to be something nobody will understand. Things like that, or the best way I could describe it without confusing people would be like, imagine you fall asleep during the day and you wake up and it's still day, and when you've woken up, no climbing over railing. Well, that looks disturbing. And you still wake up, but you feel dead groggy, but it almost doesn't feel right. Like, you feel like you're out of place. I feel like that's not going to make any sense either, to be honest. But that feeling that nothing around you is right, but it is, because it's still where you are, right? You're exactly where you're meant to be, but at the same time, none of it feels right. That's how the backrooms feels to me. This idea of these liminal spaces that shouldn't be there and you shouldn't be there, but you are, and they are. It's so weird. It's so weird. Yeah, this idea of like a fever dream reality where you're just wandering around and there should be other people, but there is no one else, right? There's no one else around. You are the only one. You know, to an introvert, that probably seems like a really, really great thing, but it's also bad because shit like that shouldn't happen, right? You shouldn't be alone. Something's horribly wrong if you're on your own. Dreamcore, man. Liminal spaces, the backrooms, it's all effed up. But it's great at the same time because it's, I don't know, it's like something in the human psyche that's like, oh, you shouldn't be alone in a space like this. And like, you know, are you ever truly alone? Are you being watched? Who knows? I haven't got a feckin' clue where I'm going, though. I'll be honest. What the hell, man? None of it really makes any sense. Well, I don't like that, but I'm guessing I can go down here. Although you are warned from going into dark spaces in the backrooms. Explicitly, because it's not safe, but yeah. Oh, hey. Just a random smiley face ball. Bud, be careful with friend. Friend will slip into your mind. Bud? You've moved. Hey. Okay. 90G, by the way. What the hell? Wow, by the way. Wow. Like, props to the team that made this game, because, oh, okay. I mean, naturally we're gonna have to try and ride that, right? The only downside to this game, which isn't really too bad, but I would have loved, was it if it was multiplayer. Unfortunately, it's only single player, but my hope is that they will eventually add a multiplayer option, because I would love to play this with, like, Ricky and Pug. Okay, well, I've got a loading sign, so we've done something right. I guess have a look around. Somewhere in this realm that we're in is a flashlight, which we need. Well, we've only made one friend so far. What the hell is that? I can hear music from like a radio or something. Oh, hey, there's Fren. Hello, Fren. We've definitely not been in here before, which is progress, but we've been above this because we've seen these earlier. Interesting. Okay, there's a door. That's important. That door is important. Ah. We found it. Yay! Okay. We seen a door like that earlier, right? Okay. This is new. I'll admit, I am a teeny weeny bit disappointed that you can't ride the slides. I will admit that. But what the fucking hell? Do I want to know why there's an eye? Is that something I want the answer to, or should I just ignore that? I feel like if we just skip past it, it's better, right? Just ignore the giant eye that was just staring at us. It's probably for the best. I think a co-op version of this game would slap so hard. Where the damn hell are we now? It's so like... I can't really describe the feeling of the backrooms and this whole dreamcore liminal space type deal. It's like deeply unsettling, but at the same time, like, you don't feel uncomfortable, but you do. That's what I mean. Like, it's gonna be like Hades. That made no sense, by the way. That's what I mean. Like, it doesn't really make any sense how it makes me feel, where it's like it's so nostalgic, out of place but comfortable, because you sort of see these images in your mind when you think about things from when you were a kid, especially from, you know, my age. I remember things from like the 90s and the early 2000s where a lot of these things wouldn't be totally out of place. See, if I had enough time, I would love to make like Casey play this, because I know that it would just melt her mind. She's got a very like horror infused mind in terms of like she would play this game and be expecting a monster around every corner, which I think is the intended feeling. Yeah, see, there's the door. I need to get like a trailer screenshot for this because it just looks amazing. So now I've got the flashlight. I'm allowed to go in here, I guess. I assume that's what it means. Yeah, just making sure it's on. Imagine we get through here and it's just nothing. It's just like, hey, you're back where you were earlier. Welcome. Why does it feel like that doorway's getting further away? What does this say? No climbing over railing. Alright, okay. Flashlight runs out of batteries. Dies instantly. I will admit, that would be pure, unadulterated banter. Hey, let's go to the basement. Find one of the entrances to the basement in Dreampools. Okay. These statues are weird. Oh, hey! Okay, now I don't feel so alone because Fren's here. Hello. See, I should be slightly concerned by the fact that they are, if not one of them is sentient, right? But they don't seem to be, or have like any malice towards me, so that should be good, right? I was definitely supposed to leave this place, and I've somehow found myself in the basement of this shithole. How on earth have I managed this? How on earth have I managed to go deeper into this bloody nightmare? Oh. Listen to that. You can hear like a boop. Sounds like this direction, right? What the fuck was that? Well and truly baffled, because I mean, I've been walking around and I can't seem to find any, like, exit. Okay. I feel a lot more, I guess, chilled out of the water. Ugh. I mean, at least we're out of the water now. We can actually run around. Back into the water, I guess. So the sound was somewhat accurate. It was pointing me in the direction of the doorway somewhat. I just had to, like, sort of scale the wall. Sort of. What the hell is with the floor? What the goddamn hell was that? So, no idea where this shit's leading me, but I'm sure we're about to find out. Hopefully to a goddamn exit. Or is it potentially just going to bring me back to the Dreampools where we were? What the hell is that? What is that? Yeah, that's just a... Yeah, okay. Why did I genuinely sound like Cardi B for a moment there, by the way? Just like, what is that? Okay. There's what looks like an exit sign there. Is that an exit sign? Yeah. Oh. Jesus Christ, what the hell was that? Oh. Yeah, sorry, if you... If you zoom in and then move, the sensitivity, like, shoots up, like, a stupid amount. Oh, shit. Wait. Does this just lead to the exit? I believe so. So unless I'm about to get molested, which this would be the perfect time to fuck me game, I think we've potentially almost got there. Something tells me it's not going to be quite the exit here. There'll be like a bit of that doesn't lead over. Always check behind you. It'll probably be you go through the door and it just literally brings you back to the start of the Dreampools just to really piss on your chips. I didn't even get to see Fren again. Where is Fren? This exit door is looking very similar to where we've been. Something tells me crouch with it making no sound is going to come in very, very, very handy. Like, you're going to get attacked if you make noise sort of thing eventually. For God's sake, that was an exit door. Why do I feel like I'm not exiting anywhere? I feel like we're right slap bang at the start again. Maybe this did lead us to that door. Okay. Well, there's a staircase which leads straight down. In a basement, where you're already at the lowest of the low, it's not usually a good sign. Okay, smaller Buddha-like statues. And another beep. We all know how much I love the beeps. The beep is also extremely close to my ears now. Not concerning and annoying and loud all at the same time. Is there like a thing with it being a dream, or like maybe you're on your deathbed and the beep is like your lifeline? But then that should be dun-dun. Dun-dun. That's just one single beep, right? Well, I'm sure they do single beeps as well. It's a lift. 94. Okay. Hello. Hi. Well, there was something outside following us, clearly. Escape from Dreampools. Oh, we got away. Damn, I didn't actually think we'd get out of there. Wait, that's it for the Dreampools part? Well, to be honest, I didn't expect that.